Beep boop. Beep beep boop ba 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 ba.
Stick it in the hole. Yes, yes.
Let's fuck shit up. Mhm.
Yeah, let's fuck it up. I don't know what, but we'll fuck it up.
Bang. Oh.
I don't know who's calling. I don't answer. If you're not in my contacts, I just don't answer. So if you're important, leave a voicemail
Or send a text.
or listen to episode 6.
Yes. Get a free hat.
Got the new Phases hats.
Bro.
Rocking them.
Yes, sir. Look at now it's a flat bill.
Dad hat. We ain't dads, but we're zaddies.
Bro.
At least Preston is a zaddy.
Are you dad?
I'm no dad.
Is that what you're saying?
No, fuck that.
Bro, imagine you're gonna be a dad right now. What would you be feeling like? Would you be feeling like excited, scared? Cause like so many people we know are dads.
You just had to go there, huh?
I did. I've been in a situation where I thought I was gonna be a dad,
Yeah.
and it's always such a relief when it's like, no, false alarm, or you're just waiting for like, no, it's not gonna be.
I hear you, bro. I hear you on that. I mean,
Would you be a dad right now? I mean, not would you, but like, could you even fathom? Where would you go mentally? Where would you go? Like, I'm gonna be a dad.
Maybe panic. I don't know, man. I mean, like, I can't imagine. I mean, like, right now, everyone says there's
This
no.
man will be an uncle. I mean,
Not
deal.
yet. Not yet.
Deal.
But, and everyone says, like, there's no perfect time to be a parent, whatever. Just shit just happens. But, you know, it's just not the time right now.
It's not. But say it. It's not on your timing.
I'm not putting it out there in the universe, all right? What you put out in the universe will happen, okay?
Oh my God. You're such an Aquarius.
I'm a Virgo, but
Oh,
okay.
Virgos would say that. They'll deny it. Dude, if I mean, if I was gonna be a dad,
if we're gonna play the what if game,
let's play the what if game.
All right, we're gonna play the what if game.
Say your girl's pregnant, and I'm Uncle P.
Uncle P.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It wouldn't be. I mean, I think I would feel like shit just got real.
Right. Would you be hoping for a girl or a boy?
A girl.
Girl.
Well,
really?
You know what?
That's
honestly
out of the norm. I think every guy.
Well, this is my theory. This is what I tell my family.
What?
I tell my family that when I do have kids, I'm gonna have girls, or at least a girl. My firstborn is gonna be a girl because I've had dreams of this.
Mm-hmm.
I've had dreams, multiple dreams of a daughter.
What?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Her name is Nala. Nyla. No, I don't know what her name is. There's a lot of names that I like out there for a girl.
What do you like? What do you like? What do you want to name a girl?
I like the name. Isabel. I like the name. I'll let you put me on the spot here. I haven't thought of these
I
names.
like the name Aborciona.
Oh gosh. I like the name Padme. Oh,
That's a sick
shit.
name.
God. Isabel. I like the name Natalia or Natalie.
Ooh,
Um,
that's nice.
yeah.
That's sexy.
Chill out, Uncle P.
I'm barely your uncle, alright?
Oh shit.
No, like Natalia is a good name.
I've always liked the name Yesenia.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm more like I obviously it's biased, but I just want my daughter to have like a Latin name.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was to have like a white name or something, like I've always liked Lauren
Lauren?
as like a white name.
Lorena?
Lorena. I don't like Lorena though.
No.
I don't. It sounds like mean.
Lorena?
It sounds too mean. Lorena. Oye, Lorena, ven para acá.
Ven pa' acá, Lorena. Ay, pinche Lorena.
But yeah, I mean, I like. Those are some names. I don't know. I'd have to think about it some more, but
But you
maybe
feel
some,
like
like-
you feel
maybe
like your
some,
first what?
some crazy like Isquala.
Isquala? Oh shit! What is that? Some sort of like
I just made that
Aztec?
But I was
Corvina?
I was thinking about like Aztec names.
Oh,
though.
okay.
Like,
What about like
something with an
Cobina,
X?
Gigina, or Cobina, or helicopter rash, helicopter crashina?
Oh god.
Bro, if you had a kid, say she was, say whoever was pregnant and you were gonna have a kid, I'd be so excited. 'Cause I'd be like, dude, you're gonna name this kid and you're gonna be such a great dad. But also, I've got a kid on the way too. I would love to, like, if whenever you have a kid, I want to have a kid, you know? So let's kind of plan on it, all right? That way they can grow up together and just, have our legacy just flourish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see yourself having? Or what ideally, like if you could be
A
like
dog or a cat? What do I
a
see?
dog boy?
Some sort of hybrid?
Yes, he will be a dog at some point in his life.
Like, I've always thought that, like, by now, dude, I mean, when I was a little kid, I would think that at my age, I would have a house. I would have
How
be
many kids?
married. By now, probably like 2.
2.
Yeah.
Is that your cap?
See, I don't know. I mean, it's changed. I think that,
Before, what was your cap, and now, what is your cap?
I think my cap before, and now I've already reached that point, but like my fantasy was like to have like maybe 3 kids. And like, cause I have like 2 other siblings.
Yeah.
I have a brother and a sister. I thought I would have like 3 kids by now, with like a wife that I've like, love or something like that. That I love. I want to love this wife.
Yeah.
Maybe I hate her now.
Maybe.
Yeah, but at least we'd have 3 kids. But no. I would say, I don't know if I would even have a cap. I think it would have to happen like where I have a kid, see like, maybe I only want 1 kid.
Yeah.
Maybe after like, experience that, like, I wouldn't know if I would want another one. Maybe that one would suffice. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, you don't know until it happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally for me, when I was younger, I imagined like 2 was my cap. But I think now it's like if I had the power to choose, which I sort of do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 would be ideal, or 4 maybe.
Two girls, one boy, or two
Yeah.
boys, one girl, or three
Two-
boys, no girls.
2 girls, 1 boy,
Ooh.
or 1 girl. I at least want to have a girl for
This
sure.
man is trying to raise a women's soccer team.
Yeah, either 2. I just want a girl for sure, and I would love to have like that girl be the first.
That first girl's gonna get so spoiled. I bet you.
Probably, bro. Honestly.
And the second girl's gonna get so ignored. No. I wonder, bro.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens, man. That's in the distant future.
Right?
Yeah, we got our own baby right here to take care of
I know.
and grow.
His name is Aiden. My baby boy right there. The baby boy. Oh, I don't gotta worry about him going out. But I kinda do.
If he does, it's with me.
And I'll be there too.
Yes.
You'll never be.
Hey,
You're so safe.
so safe, so safe, so safe, so safe.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man.
Hey, if you didn't know, we have a new president.
I mean, I'm like, totally no. I was watching the inauguration.
You were?
I was. I had to, man. I had to see. I had to see it for my eyes. That shit.
Bro.
It was powerful, to be honest. It was like.
It was boring, but I like boring because you know why? When it's boring, it means there's no conflict. There's no fucking nothing to really
Yeah.
go off of. It was just kind of like, it throws you back to like,
America.
America. No, really, like, the fact that, like, Trump's out, man.
Bye bye,
Bye-bye. And
Asshole.
Biden.
asshole. Yeah,
And
man.
Biden's in.
We are triumphant.
I love it.
America triumphant.
Our our first African American / Indian vice president / full / woman. That's dope.
Hell yeah. It's awesome. It's for one, definitely a new chapter for America, and you know, we can start going into the right direction now. For sure. It was great to see, man, and like when I was watching the inauguration, it was like, damn, like I realized like this was the first time. Gosh, you can never blow me a kiss like that.
That was for Kamala.
No, but when I was watching the inauguration, it was like the first I felt like in a while that I like, wow, I'm like listening to our president talk like live for the first time in like 4 years. It feels like the last time I was sitting down watching our president speak, you know, and felt motivated or felt moved or felt like
Did
yeah,
you
like
felt?
that's
Did you like feel moved?
I felt moved because it's like, yes, like Trump is done. Like we have like
Can you imagine
a
if there was
true
four
leader.
more? Yeah, right.
We have a true leader who
Yes.
like has empathy for everyone and who's like gonna condone white supremacy. He's gonna condone
He spoke about. Yeah, he
yeah,
said.
who's gonna
He said it out loud. Like white supremacy is one of our like foes.
yeah,
Just to even say that,
respect.
where the other guy was like, Proud Boys stand by.
White power.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no, it's just so relieving to have.
It's hopeful, right?
Yeah, it is. It's almost like how. No, I would say it's more so than what I felt hopeful in the Obama years when Obama first got president. You know, like
Hmm.
when Obama first got his presidency, it was just amazing and like a huge step forward for America. But like it's like now that like America the past 4 years has like gone through fucking chaos and like bigotry and like racism to its fucking fullest max and everything,
Mm-hmm.
like you know, it almost felt like America, like everyone talked about it. I mean, it was like everyone in their minds was like, yeah, we can go to a civil war. Like that's what it's boiling to. And now that like Biden is in, it's almost like they turned off the stove and the boiling is like ceased and like we can like dump out that water and put like fresh water in and just make some fresh pasta. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh pasta. Pasta fresca. What I really liked was like, even though I don't think he was like the best vice president, but at least that motherfucker Pence was at the inauguration.
Yeah, respect
And
to
it
that.
made such a difference, like ever since like the whole storming the Capitol. And I know last time we talked about it, it was like we're just calling them protesters or rioters. I gotta like go full force and say like everybody that did that, nah, they were domestic terrorists,
Yep.
and they're all getting fucking arrested.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome to see that
they in
shit.
jail now.
Yeah, well, yeah, and a lot of them literally like had fucking like so much like guns, ammos, rifles, whatever. They disrupted like you said last time, man, with like they were gonna have like bombs.
Yeah, I mean they were like you said, they're domestic terrorists. They
And
weren't they were
they weren't
they
just
were
like
there on a mission.
they were, but and like I mean that's not going away. It's not like people still believe in those conspiracy theories like
Hmm.
the whole QAnon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so.
And you know, to
That's
some
like people's
degree, like it's
god.
like yeah, like the facts are the facts. The facts are that like there is corruption out there. And those are the facts, but it's like there's like necessary evils. And even though like Biden isn't the best candidate,
Mhm.
he's the lesser evil, you know?
Mhm.
And even though like evil is a powerful word and I'm not trying to say Biden is an evil person, but like it's like dude, come on, like you have Trump who's like a fucking psychopath and truly only sees one color, which is white. And Biden, yeah, he may have dirt under his belt, whatever, skeletons in his closet, as I'm sure our whole government does. I mean, like, we can't sit here and think like our government is like a clean ass government.
Mhm.
No, like, we have our hands dirty as fuck. And not just in the US, but across the world too. I mean, like our neighbors Mexico, like they deal with so much ramifications because of our mess that our greed, you know. But at least like Biden has the empathy and you know the sympathy to like resonate with all types of people, and like he just doesn't see white, you know. He sees it all, and that's what we need, you know. Like that's what a leader is, you know. It's like Trump was a dictator, man. He was like, you can look at him and he was like a straight up dictator.
Mhm.
And he wanted to create the chaos, dismantle our democracy, you know, yeah, show people, yeah, we got to corrupt ass people here in our government, like lobbyists, this and that, but at the expense of like turning America into there's us and them. Like, dude, come on! Like, you're gonna fucking start a war here.
He was able to incite a coup, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Have say like that, bro. I mean, it's so funny. Like he straight up said that we won the election, and it's being stolen from us.
It's ridiculous, bro.
My own family member who's just watching through media, my dad, doesn't believe that Biden won the election. Like, what do people even believe? Like, did you not, if you went out and vote, the whole ballot it wasn't just like voting for the president. There was all these other like senators and shit that you vote for.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what? Maybe you voted for Trump and that shit got, like, obviously it's like, they think that it got stolen from them in like those states where people voted in person, but then there was like the mail-in ballots where like you vote away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And those, more people voted in person for Trump because they didn't care about like, the whole like
Pandemic.
Exactly. But all the other votes, which are just as valid, you vote and then, those are coming in. It's not like it was stolen or like he was in the lead and then all of a sudden it got changed. It's just like with those votes, which are the same, you have to count those and those are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And there was way more people who were like, with the pandemic that like voted like that. I did.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I voted in person. And I voted for Biden, bitch. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they think that he was like ahead, and then
It's
where'd all these
crazy,
votes
bro.
come
It's
from for
crazy.
Biden?
It's ridiculous, dude. It's like, I mean, I've heard it firsthand. I was at a fucking birthday party, and like this guy, family member, not my family member, literally was arguing with his family about how the whole election was just a fraud,
Mhm.
like voter suppression. Like, this dude was literally trying to argue like there should be like someone there like watching you like vote and putting it like here and there. Like, dude, are you fucking retarded? Like, I mean,
It probably is.
it's across the board with these like Trump supporters and like the arrogance behind them. Like, it's just like mind blowing how like their logic and their theories behind their reasoning is just like,
Bro,
dude, come on.
you've never seen it like make such a impact or like such a divided impact.
Bro, I'm just,
Or like
yeah.
it doesn't, like, okay, the last election where it was what, Trump and Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Say you voted for Hillary or you voted for Trump, yeah. But still, like, you almost felt like, all right, you voted for them. It's not as bad. And then you go like the last election where it was like Obama versus who? Romney?
Yeah, I think it was Romney.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad. Like
Yeah.
it's become part of like this like culminating cult where like it all culminates into a cult. Like, I can't tell you how many people from my own like faith that I used to be a part of. It's like and just seeing how much that people in the Christian faith are supporting this man who's not a Christian at all, but they will fart
They will fart.
Cause it's gas, bro. They gaslighting us. No, they will fight.
Oh, shit.
They're gonna
I
fight.
like toros.
They will fight, bro. They will fight.
They will fight and they will fart while they fight.
They're gonna fart on us, bro. I rest my case. No. What I was trying to get at is like, they're just gonna fight that what they're saying is right.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are like susceptible to religion, especially Christianity, Catholicism, whatever, they're going to like make a point that, and dude, I mean, those conspiracies are hard as hell right now. So many people are being duped. This whole, I don't know anything about it because I'm not even trying to educate myself. I don't even want to learn about it. But the whole like QAnon,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they stormed the Capitol, there was so many flags with Q.
Mm-hmm.
And it, do you know anything about QAnon?
I know that they believe that, like our government is dirty, that like they're responsible.
Now, I'm sure that's actually true,
It's
but
like it's like I know it has to do with like our politics and celebrities, like like child kidnapping.
they think
It's
that there's
very,
basically like child pedophile rings, which
Yeah.
there are definitely.
Yeah.
Just think of the Epstein shit.
Yeah.
But like that mixed with like it's almost like like the supernatural's involved too. Like Trump is actually like a messenger or
Of God.
yeah,
They think
he's
he's a
something like that.
savior. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's exposing people.
Right. Yeah.
And the fact that he's even being persecuted. It's like
It's pretty scary. Like I was watching this video of like all the identified groups that stormed the Capitol. It's like holy shit. Like there's so many. There's so many different kinds.
bro, that guy that had the fucking buffalo.
Yeah, he's QAnon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean there's like so many other different ones among that. Like QAnon was just like one of them. And there's like other ones. There's like, the most popular, obviously, QAnon, Proud Boys. There is like
They go
another
hand
one.
in hand, bro.
Yeah, they all definitely have a lot in common. That's why they all fucking stormed together. But
They were doing a prayer, bro.
it's scary, dude.
They were doing a prayer while they were like inside of the like Senate Capitol.
Yeah.
And just like
One thing that I've noticed though that they kind of all had in common, or at least like their foundation,
they were white.
start. That's among other things.
Among
Was
Us?
religion.
Sus.
Like, religion is such a keystone in conflict.
Totally, but like they're like creating kind of like their own religion,
You're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or adjusting Christianity plus this QAnon
Mm-hmm.
religion into one. They're never talking about Jesus. They're never talking about like Jesus was all about like the lesser people. The people being like you have like the lady who's like a whore. He's the one who stands up for her
Mm-hmm.
and says like, hey, if you're not a sinner or whatever, you cast the first stone on her. Like, it's not very Christian like at all. I don't even know if people really read the Bible anymore, or they'll just pick verses out.
Or they'll go on Google.
They could. Yeah, you know what I
Bible
mean?
quotes.
Bible quotes. Whatever matches to like whatever you're trying to say. Because there's so many bad things through the whole
Have you
Bible.
read the Bible?
Yes, I've read the Bible. Not the whole Bible. I won't say that I read it all, but like when I used to go to church, the cool thing about my church is so like we would we would go through the Bible. So like say on a Sunday the book is I don't know, John. First John. And so like every time we go to church, it'll be like, all right, we're going to start with the book of John or whatever. John 1, and you go through every Bible verse. You're not skipping any, but you're going through it. But sometimes, I mean, like, I wouldn't say that you're going through every book. I don't even know, like, how they would choose, like, which book to go through. But I would say it was pretty, like, contemporary. Like, what I was learning there, I wasn't hearing anything about, like, controversial topics like gay marriage or abortion. Yeah, they were totally anti-abortion, but like you aren't hearing any kind of conspiracy shit like that. And that's what I liked about it. Just reading the Bible though, I mean, now how I think now seems crazy that like what I was reading, I was looking at like fact. Cause this shit is like fairy tales, bro. Or like just like a fantastical fantasy novel. I mean, come on, man. Let's look at Genesis. Do you remember the book of Genesis? Have you heard of it? You know, like what it starts off with? God created, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, so right away, it starts to say how God is creating the heavens and the earth. For a Christian that from the church that I came from, you're believing that that's what you're reading in the Bible is that's how everything came to be. That's the history right there. No science teacher is gonna tell me differently, and that's what always fucked with me is that what I hear from a science teacher talking about evolution and millions of years, because I come from a background with my faith being like it was literally 7 days. Now, it literally 7 days? Then now that's up for debate. And I know now like that was all false, but like I believe in like a literal 7 days. So I'm thinking on the first day God created, it says in Genesis he created this part, this part. On the second day he created this part, this part. The third day he created like before humans were created, it says like like some sort of like animals were created, blah 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 blah. And I was believing that, and that always fucked with me as a kid in school. Yeah. Because it was like what
Dinosaurs never roamed the earth.
Well, I believe that.
For one day only.
I remember going to me and G, I guess we failed some sort of science class. Me and G, we went to like a summer school for like science.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to convince G because this guy was telling us like, we're learning science. I told G like, yeah, you can believe in God because like dinosaurs and man, they live together. Yo, that shit's so fucking far from the truth, dude.
Yeah,
it was just, I was trying to convince him because I, at that time, was still like a Christian.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so like if you're really a Christian, in my eyes, there's different sects, but like you have to believe that the reason that Jesus died for our sins is because there was sin in the world. So, where did sin come from? It came from Adam and Eve. That was the first sin, where there was like, the Garden of Eden, and there was an apple or fruit, whatever, that doesn't really matter. But the whole point being that, Eve wasn't supposed to take this fruit from the tree of knowledge or whatever. And the serpent, which is supposed to be the devil, Satan, told her that she should. I mean, it sounds crazy even saying it, but I swear to God that I truly believe that. And so she got basically manipulated, where she took the fruit of not they were kind of God made Adam and God made Eve, so there was only two people, a man and a woman. And there was this tree of knowledge, and she wanted this fruit, and she just got manipulated by the serpent. And I guess at this point the serpent, I don't know if it had legs or whatever, but was manipulating Eve, because I guess the serpent is Lucifer, who was the who was the angel of light. He was supposed to be, I mean, does this even make sense to you? Yeah. You heard that Lucifer, yes. Satan was yeah, right?
Yeah.
Catholicism too, because that's I was also Catholic.
Yeah.
But it was Lucifer was God's angel, the most beautiful, right? And so he tricks Eve.
He was Hades.
What in the Hercules are you talking about? Pero
yeah, no, I know.
So he tricked her or whatever, and she takes the fruit, and they both eat from it, and so they're because God said not to, now they're fucking cast. They're gonna have there's sin in the world and all that bullshit. And he makes Lucifer, who's a serpent or whatever.
What do you think would happen if Eve never ate the forbidden fruit? How would our world be?
Why were you craving fruit, bitch? Couldn't you just eat some leaves? Could you have a salad that day? We'd be fine, bro.
We'd be perfect little angels.
Kobe wouldn't have died. God. I don't know, man. I mean, that's some... It sounds so stupid even saying it, but I swear to God,
It's a fucking fairy tale.
Yes, obviously, but come on. You can't just say that to people.
I know,
because it's to people that believe, it's straight up fact. And I know it's dumb as hell, but saying, come on, man, it's fairy tale.
Maybe not.
They're gonna fight you,
or maybe not so much. Well, I guess some people think it's straight facts.
A lot of people do, bro. And
or
I will say
I would say
many people do.
Many people do, but then many people
of the Christian faith
see it as a testament to faith.
In what way?
I think people through the Bible have set a standard of what faith is and how you can test your faith and this and that, temptation, for example, temptation is a huge test to your faith, if you break or not.
Right. I mean, in the Bible, Jesus was tempted by Satan,
Right.
He, Satan tempted the, Jesus.
Was it 7 times? Or no?
something like that.
It's like
I
7.
can't remember
Yeah.
anymore, but I remember he did, like, it was where, like, in, like, like, they made the movie about, like, the Ten Commandments or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they are,
Passion of the Christ. All
yeah,
that. Yeah.
where, like, Jesus does get tempted by Satan, and he's, like, saying, like, if you're the son of God, you can, like, you could jump off right now, off this cliff, and you're not gonna die because, God will save you or whatever, so do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus, like, don't tempt me or whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I don't.
I mean,
ever-
Satan was kind of right, though. Like,
I don't.
like, you kind of could just jump off
I will
and
not question my father.
probably something like that,
Yeah. It was something like
and
that.
and like to
Like,
my parents,
Thou
to
shalt not.
my family, to people of my faith, which I have separated myself
Mm-hmm.
from that thinking,
You're a black sheep.
basically. But like, I swear to God, it's crazy
But
because like,
But you are a free sheep.
Bad.
You have no shepherd.
I'm free. Rescue me. I mean, that's like straight up like, it's weird to think in 2021 that people still think like that. But that's just my point of view. Like,
Yeah.
those people straight up think like, yeah, that happened, and how dare you like talk about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's almost disrespectful that I'm saying this, but like, I was part of that.
Yeah.
I feel like I can talk on it.
It's a perspective.
I mean, anybody can talk on it, but like, I feel like I have like,
Yeah, you were that committed to it.
I was that committed to it, and I'm gone from it. So let me fucking like express the freedom.
Hey,
I ain't no sheep.
express away, bro.
I ain't no sheep.
Ain't no one in this room judging.
I don't know. Aiden kind of looks like he's judging. That's my guy right there.
It's like, damn Satanist.
Star.
Oh,
Dude.
But how's your week been so far, though, man? Or last couple weeks?
It's been good, man.
It's been killer.
It's been so great.
Any highlights?
Fuck, I don't know. Like, I want to be honest with you, but fuck it, I will. It's not been that great.
No.
No, and it hasn't been because there's this divide in my house where I will just say it, like, I live at home and I have my mom and my dad. And my dad, who I do love, and I'll be sad as fuck when he dies. But I also would almost rather him die because he is caught up in this, like, the way that everything's going, man. The way that I that makes no sense to nobody that knows my situation.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that in my house, we could be a happy family, but with media and my dad leans towards the right on things, it's not like I live in a situation where like politics aren't involved. It's gotten to the point where people who on the right side who like, and especially when you're like in the older demographic, you're always watching TV to get your news.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's so toxic on the right side. Like if you're watching Fox News or even, like I've been saying, this fucking channel Newsmax, it's gonna twist your view of things. and make you like want to hate anybody who like disagrees with your opinion. There's no room for like having a civil discussion anymore.
Yeah.
It's like my dad is so completely towards that side. You could turn on the TV or anything
Brainwashed.
and just have like a neutral channel, like a news channel that's just saying like, today Biden is gonna be inaugurated, and my dad will just be fucking infuriated and go off in his old state and be like, they didn't win. Trump got cheated out of this election, and Biden is just evil, and communism is coming, and Black Lives Matter is Marxism, and this, and it, like, what are you even saying, dude? And you
Yeah.
can't argue with him, and it'd be different if he's just like mad and he keeps it to himself.
Right.
But
He's expressive about it.
yeah, he like with his hatred and how he believes that the world is going.
Has he always been like that? Even
No, I would say within probably since Trump.
just Trump?
I think so.
But has he always been a Republican? Or was he always kind of like a Democrat or liberal?
See,
more
like I
liberal?
think it has progressed with like him getting older and also my mom,
Mhm.
because he hasn't always lived with us.
Right.
But I think with like since Trump, because I think I've only lived with him maybe like going on 6 to 7 years.
Mhm.
So Trump there, whatever. But like I don't think he was a fan of Obama either. But back then, in my eyes, neither was I. But like it wasn't this much.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Yeah.
it's sad that I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was like almost like him. I've always been passionate, but at that point I was believing differently.
Mhm.
So I was like passionate about that movement. So I was always like anti-Obama, blah 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 blah. But then, thank God for college and education and psychology.
So in high school, you were pretty anti-Obama?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
you didn't?
No.
Senior-
Because like,
Senior year, I swear,
See,
would have
I-
been the year that we would get to vote, right?
yeah, because that's when we turned 18.
And remember, I remember Miss Trimblesmith. She was like spray paint. They had like this booth
Yeah.
where they would spray paint this almost like they would spray paint like what did they call that shit? Like, oh, a stencil.
Mhm.
They would spray paint a stencil of Obama. It would say Obama. And I got that shit on my backpack, and then I went like an idiot and put an N in front of it.
An N?
Yeah. So it said no Obama.
Oh my God. Dude, I did not know that. Because
Yeah.
I always thought you were, more liberal.
No, I wasn't.
And so, because like you were there supporting like Chicano studies and La Raza.
Which is weird, right?
Yeah, so I guess like from those experiences with you, or knowing and also knowing like you supported them,
Yeah.
I thought you were like a liberal guy because
No.
like
I
most of our
wasn't.
friends were liberals.
Everybody
too.
was.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that's fucking, smart enough.
Yeah, but then again too, I also didn't really realize until later on too how Christian you were.
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even on a base level, like, you never like came off as like a Christian though. Not like saying like you never came off as like you didn't believe in God, but like the way like your mentality on how you like described how you were and everything, you believed in the rapture and all that type of stuff. you like never perceived that at all. Like you were so normal and like just normal to me. And
Um,
like you, cause like I trust me,
during
like I've had friends
or like super,
who like express their religion to
yeah.
you and try to put it on you and like, no, bro, it's not God's way, man. Like you should really think about that. Or hey, bro, did you pray today? Like, oh, hey, before we do this activity, let's pray. Let's take a prayer. Like you were never like that at all.
I think if anything, I was probably always just worried about my own. That was always something conflicting that I've
Yeah.
always had, and would make me literally be so scared all the time. Because I was before I could think about any others, I was always thinking about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that I think I hate the most about religion. Not even religion. I'm going to call it what it is. Because, like, religion is so ambiguous. It's like what I hated about my faith, my Christianity, was that it's always thinking that you're going to be left behind. I swear to God, bro, like, I really thought I was going to be left behind.
FOMO.
Fear of missing out on the rapture, bro. Because in my faith, I mean, every time you go to my church, like they're having a service, they'll be talking about shit like that, like Jesus is coming soon. You don't want to be left behind. So everybody, like,
Dude,
put your hands up. You
fucked
know,
up.
it's like so common.
That's wild.
And at my house, like, you know, not really with my mom. I swear it's more like my dad. Like, they put on like this televangelist, and they're like telling you like, and this is happening right now, and the God said this would happen. He's gonna be coming right now. You gotta make sure. And so, like, at one point, I remember just going into the closet of my bedroom because this show was going on, and it seemed like it was gonna happen. Because in my thinking, like, oh my gosh, you know, like all these horrible things are happening, and I'm not sure if I'm saved. And that's the key word in my faith, was being saved. I don't know if I'm saved. So, like, I see this shit, and it's like, and they're like showing like headlines from news headlines. They're picking and choosing, and they're like, Lord's coming, and the God, blah, blah, blah. So pray right now and ask for salvation. And I was like so scared. I went into my bedroom, into my closet, and I just kind of like, I think I cried too. I was so scared that I was going to be left behind. As in, like, Jesus would be coming back and take, like, everybody, but I would be left. And I was in my closet, like, praying that God would save me, and I'm sorry. And that fucked with me all the way through high school, bro. Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. So much. I would say even through senior year. I mean, I don't remember when I've lost my faith. Maybe after high school. And that's fucking
Florida,
crazy. Florida, yes. No, straight up. Like, Florida, yes.
Yeah.
Florida might have been the culmination of it all. But, like, through high school, like, I graduated high school thinking like this. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
wild, bro.
It's wild. I have these embarrassing moments where, like, Renee and Marco were at my house, and I made them watch this Fox News segment. I made them watch it.
What?
Yeah, it's one of my greatest shames, but it makes me laugh now. But like, I made them watch. I made them watch.
It was what kind of segment was it? Like a religious?
There was this guy who was like an author of like Bible prophecy, and he actually, like, he would make appearances at my church, and he was on Fox News. He was an author, and he wrote some books about, like, they were just fiction novels, but like some of the shit would like come true.
Mm-hmm.
Not come true verbatim, but like the idea,
Yeah.
like say 9/11 happened. He wrote a novel where like, America gets attacked. So they take that. His name was Joel Rosenberg.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like some sort of advisor to, I don't know, President Bush.
Mm-hmm.
And something like that. And it wasn't verbatim, but like he was an author, he would make appearances at my church, Christian churches like that.
Yeah.
And he was gonna have like this spot on Fox News. And like one time Renee and Marco came over to my house and I straight up made them
Star Pass.
at Star Pass.
Best place ever.
I made them watch this like segment on Fox News. It's so gross to think that I made him do that. It's like, hey, if you guys want food tonight, you gotta watch this.
Oh shit.
Because like my mom was probably gonna make food or something like that at
Yeah.
that time, but I was like, you guys want to get some food? You ain't gonna get none if you don't watch this. Because like I really wanted to like convert them,
Yeah.
and
Damn.
it's so gross because like what I made him see on Fox News of all things, right?
Dude, that's so crazy, man.
It's like I was so about this, dude. And it's just like that's why I have so much hate for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why you want to go so hard on it.
You're fucking woke.
Now I am, but like just because I am doesn't mean.
What do you think, like, put your dad, like, over the hill over, like, Trump? Like, what do you think, like, what about that, like, made him so, like,
I think it's
took him to the extreme of, like, basically, like, I would die for this man.
Well, guess what? Like, the way that my dad is, he has 2 brothers that are alive and 1 sister
Mm-hmm.
that's alive. And he had another sister, but my Aunt Sherry died. And, like, the other siblings, one is older, one's younger, and the girl sibling is older too.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like, one of them is like pretty liberal.
Yeah.
I think what makes him go like that is because it's like he kind of it would be like you had all this promise because he was a really good athlete and everything. Like he had a tryout with the Los Angeles Rams, the NFL team,
Mm-hmm.
as a punter.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good at football. He was an athlete. And he messed up that. And he was also a musician. And I feel like because like he never made it in any of those realms, he didn't make it in the pro football, or he didn't make it as a musician
Mm-hmm.
professionally. It's like what you have to look to, so that he got involved with, bad stuff, drugs, alcohol. I feel like that, now it's like, and he, I mean, for the longest time, maybe like the last 6 years I've been living with him. But like before that, throughout my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
it was just visiting him at his house. He wasn't living with me. It was just me and my mom. He would leave us.
Was he living here?
He was living here, yeah, but he was living like with my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
They were living, and now I have to go visit him, and I wouldn't see him for long periods of time, sometimes months. So I have this weird relationship with him, and I think what's done it is like now he's just kind of getting older, and he like kind of sees like he's like when it's kind of hard to explain, but like when you really believe in a higher being, you're kind of like looking towards the next life.
Mm-hmm.
and that sounds weird as fuck saying that, but I swear to God, that's like straight up. It brings you peace if you believe in that. And so, like, him, any believer from, like, my faith thinks that, like, this is just one life. There's going to be another life.
Yeah.
So I think that he doesn't really. He's kind of like manipulated, obviously, by the right side of things and whatever. Cause like you talk about him, you talk to him with certain stuff, he's all right. But then like when it comes down to something, he thinks that there's like this supernatural shit going on with the right. Like he believes Trump is like the fucking guy. He thinks the election's stolen. He's been manipulated like that. But at the same time, he's kind of like looking towards the next life. He wants to see his mom, my grandma, who's gone. He, like it's not, he's living right now, but every time he'll like gets on me and we fight, he's telling me like how I should be looking towards the next life. And that's how kind of like I was brought up too. It's like this is just one life. Like we're living for the next life, which is fucking insane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like you shouldn't even fucking care about this life. And so whenever we get into big fights, I'm like, why don't you just fucking die then? Don't you want to go to heaven already? Just fucking die.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, yeah.
Just talking about that kind of shit, like other people might see that as like, what the hell are you guys talking about? But like,
It's no healthy way to live.
It's not, but that's how I grow up, because you're always thinking about heaven. I mean, in high school, I was thinking about heaven. I want to get to heaven. That's why I bring a Bible to school. That's why I go to stupid FCA, that
I
club.
went to heaven in high school.
Hey, I had sex with my girlfriend before marriage, so I ain't going to heaven. And I know you ain't either. You know what I mean? Like, this idea of, like, the afterlife and, like, judgment and all this, I can see, now I can, but, like, this view that I had back then.
Wild, dude.
It's so much a part of me. That's why I think I go so hard, because I finally feel like free, and like I just
resentment. Do you have like resentment towards it?
So much resentment, and
like you wasted those life
yes,
worrying about that.
Yes, so much, and I mean, not that I wasted it, but like the way that it made me feel, bro. I mean, going into a closet and crying because I thought I was gonna be left behind, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Some fake ass thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I swear that maybe I could have done better even in science classes.
Yeah.
But every time they talked about evolution or whatever, it's like I couldn't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a freshman at Tucson High, I was in the honors classes, like Mr. Dudash,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fernier for conceptual physics.
Right.
And our first book like that we had to read was Cosmos. And the Cosmos book by Carl Sagan, straight up just telling you like facts. And it was like I couldn't even read it. It was like conflicting with my religion. And who gives a fuck, really? But like for me, I couldn't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I got my nose broken and I missed like 2 weeks of school. I got switched to the new house.
New house? I'm pretty sure that was the house I was in.
Were you?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No, you weren't.
Are you sure?
It was Mr. Favela. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
The tech teacher?
Yeah.
He was the worst. It was like the worst teacher, but the best teacher you could have got if you want an easy A.
Yeah.
Mrs. this this black lady. She was Miss Lewis.
Was she the?
She was an English teacher. She kind of had like a short haircut.
Mm,
Do you remember in football? Freshman year you played, right?
I
No.
played my sophomore year or something
Well, do you
like
remember
that.
that dude in the wheelchair? That
Yeah,
old
Mr.
black
Wilson.
Mr. Okay, Wilson.
Yeah.
It was his sister.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
She was an English teacher. I got switched to that house.
Oh.
She was the English teacher.
Do you remember all the houses?
Yeah.
So there was Newhouse, there was Gryffindor, Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. That was for fat bitches. Inhaler puff. Takis. There was a Takis house.
Was Takis even around? I don't think Takis were around then.
Nah, but the diabetes was.
Hot Cheetos con chamoy.
Ah! Achiro Cocho Boy house.
Tostitos con chamoy.
Ah, tostones.
Oh, bro. Damn, high school days.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's wild, bro. It's a fucked up way to live, man. And I mean, like, I feel like that's part of like my detachment from religion, or in my case, Catholicism, because, you know, like, I became detached from it once I hit college too. And my professor in college was for Chicano studies, of course. Just kidding. Damn Chicanos radicalizing everybody.
Yo, speaking of, not to cut you off, but that guy, Michael Hicks,
Uh-huh.
remember him?
No.
He was one of like the 2SD board.
Uh-huh.
Hicks. It was him and Tom Horn.
Oh, yeah. I
Tom
know Tom
Horn.
Horn. I remember him.
Right.
Tom Horn, escucha.
Escucha. Estamos en la lucha. And Michael Hicks was like the one that he didn't want to go inside of the classrooms.
Oh, okay.
They invited him. They're like, "Come on in!" Like fucking.
Because I know, like, Tom Horn didn't
Observe.
want it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
but
he
Michael
didn't-
Hicks was like the guy I think probably being
behind him. Or,
below him
yeah.
that didn't want to. He fucking
assholes.
died though.
COVID?
I think so.
Damn.
Chicovid.
COVID. COVID. But yeah, so like.
Rest in hell, bitch. uh,
I was basically radicalized in college at Pima. I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me, this lesson. But we were talking about, about how, the Spaniards came to Mexico and everything, and we were talking about all these conquerors who came to the new lands, and talking about how conquerors, what they do to conquer the land. And there was like three things that each conqueror brought, whether it was like Columbus or whether it was Cortez or whoever it may be. It was military. I forget what other thing, but the second one was religion. And that's when like it kind of like light bulb hit, and it was like that's when I realized like how like religion has always been used as something to oppress people, and religion was something that oppressed my people from the beginning, because like.
But how does it fuck with you knowing that like probably most of your family or your like abuelos really cling to religion?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like religion is used as like.
Because it's one thing to like you break away from it, but then like when it's still ingrained in your family,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's almost like, why don't you believe anymore? Like.
Yeah, I mean, I get
At
that
the
talk.
very least, or maybe you'll be fucking shunned because you,
Right.
if
I
they
mean,
were to
like-
even hear you speaking down on it, might be so disrespectful for them that they
I
don't.
mean, yeah, I mean,
That's how
I
I feel
never
like it is.
argue with my abuelos about religion.
Mm-hmm.
I just,
Obviously, right?
right, out of
Respect.
respect, yeah. And, it's something that, like,
Upside down cross.
for me, I think with, like, our abuelos, like, they see it as, like, they see it as, like, like, they didn't have the education that and the resources that we have nowadays where we could see transparency, like they grew up, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. And
They're from Mandalore.
they're from Mandalore. And like to them, like it's I feel like with my abuelos too, especially, like they're not like the purest of souls, I guess. And not to say like they're bad people at all. Like they're very
Mm.
good people, they're saints for sure, but like they're not perfect either though. Like they're not perfect and they've never always been perfect. But I think like for them like religion is is like their soul and like their faith, like I think like faith is like what keeps them going and like, knowing that like like I guess like what they I don't know how to explain it. It's just like to me I feel like for me it's like religion is like like we have to abide by these certain morals, and if we don't, like we are this and that, and like we sin too much, we don't confess, like we're gonna go to hell or whatever, like there's heaven and there's hell, and there's good people and there's bad people, whatever.
Do you ever feel like though, like I mean, just hearing that as who you are,
Yeah.
do you think you could even have a conversation like that with your abuelos or even maybe your parents who believe that or anybody in your family who's just like still a believer? Like, you really think like if there really was a hell, that God created that shit, and
Well,
like one thing that always fuck with me, think of like the people that live in like those like places in Australia, like I think they call it New Guinea,
mm,
or like they're like straight up aborigines that never even had any contact with people. So they've never had any contact with any other civilization. They're still wearing like fucking little loincloths, hunting with spears in this day and age.
mm,
What's wrong? So those people, who knows like what they, and there's no Jesus, there's no Christianity, nothing there. But like they'll still have babies and shit that are born and like live, and like they have elders and shit, but they've never been reached out to. There's still people that in on this earth that haven't been reached out to,
right.
and they've never heard anything about Christianity. So my question is, what happens to those people? Because they've never heard anything about the Bible. It's not like there's been any missionaries that have reached out to them. Missionaries as in like people who know about Jesus.
I thought you meant missionary, like the position.
Yeah, nobody's fucking them over yet. In the best position of all time. But you know what I mean, like they probably have like, Ooga Booga is like our God.
Right.
And Waka Waka is
Oompa punta
Upata
pistola.
they're Star Wars.
No, I
You know
get
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, so like say one of them dies. Are they going to hell because they never believed in Jesus?
Right.
Or Catholicism, they weren't baptized?
Right.
Or blah 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 blah, whatever. Like, what's to say for them? There's nothing said about. It's like kind of assuming that everybody knows about the Bible
Mm-hmm.
because of Christianity, and it's just like the major faith.
Yeah.
And I like hearing what people try to say or make explanations for that, because you know that it's like you really can't. You have to make up an explanation for that,
Yeah.
you know? I've yet to hear one Christian say, like, you know what? That's a good question. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe I'm not right. That would be refreshing to hear. But with most Christians that I've heard,
But
they'll be like, well, they haven't
in
heard.
Christian and Catholicism, you're trained to not question that. You know, I don't question my faith. You ask me, you know, what happens when I die? Well, this is what happens. I'm not allowed to question it because this is what God and Jesus said.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You can't question. And also, I mean, just because Catholicism and Christianity go kind of hand in hand. I know there's differences, but
Yeah, subtle differences.
yeah. But still, I mean, like, all those verses, all those books, all those chapters, all those verses, they're supposed to be like a big argument I used to hear when I was like defending my faith is like, you know, men wrote the Bible, you know, like, and I was like, no, but it was inspired by God. But I mean, just the books about Jesus, the four Gospels, Luke, John,
They were all just tripping on mushrooms, bro. Psychedelics.
what were the four books, bro? Paul, no, not Paul. John, Luke, John the second. John, Luke. Do you know the other two Gospels? John, Luke.
John, Luke, Palms.
Palms. Psalms.
Crystals.
Pistols.
Horoscope.
Horoscopes one. No, dude. John. Paul. No, it's not Paul. It's. Bro, I'm so fucking.
Andrew?
No. It's the four books of the New Testament.
I don't know, bro.
Peter?
Peter. I think Peter's one.
Peter?
Because Peter was like Jesus' OG, right?
I don't fucking.
That was his main homie.
John, Luke,
Judas.
the book of Judas, Judas 69.
Judas 69.
Judas-
Verse 69.
Judas 69, verse 1. Jesus came. Oh my God. My sister's gonna be devastated when she hears that.
Oh God, we're sorry.
Oh my God.
But
What?
we're not sorry.
No, I'm not.
Gosh, that's great. I want to read that gospel now.
In the bathroom. I'm so fucking sad that I can't remember the fucking four books.
You're just a new
Oh,
man now.
wait.
Oh shit.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
I can't verify it because I don't know.
No?
No.
Well, those are the four. So those are the four Gospels. And they all basically talk about the same.
If whoever's listening to this and he got this wrong, please DM Preston.
Is this the Cult
and correct
League?
him.
Is this Cult League?
Correct him, please, if he got that wrong.
No, that's right. Oh my God.
And if he got it right, still DM him and verify that he got it right.
Judas 69, my favorite verse. How the fuck did we get on this, bro?
I don't know.
It
bro.
always ends up like that for me.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I'm just always thinking about
Sex.
Why didn't I have it earlier?
Bro, this fucking Phoenix Suns jacket though.
Bro, listen to it.
I'm digging the look of it, but is it comfy?
I don't
Did
know.
it come with that bandana?
Is it? Playoffs or bust, bro.
Hey, how you feeling about the Suns this year? Can I get a nice prediction for this year
Playoffs.
from playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
How far?
I'd say that they'll probably be like a 7 or 6 seed, and actually think they'll make like the second round. But like, so say they're like a 7 seed, they'll go against what, the 2 seed? I'm thinking the Lakers are gonna be number 1 seed, obviously. So who are they gonna go up against? What's the number 2 in the West?
Clips.
Who? Clippers?
If that, if you know, fucking
Well, maybe they'll be the 8 seed.
the Nuggets, Denver.
The Nuggets? They're gonna get eliminated the first round.
You think so, bro?
Yeah, fuck, hell yeah.
Bro, they went to the finals, conference finals.
We're talking about
Denver
the
Nuggets.
right, eliminating the Suns, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think the Suns will beat the Nuggets?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm thinking the Nuggets are gonna beat the Suns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think they'll make it, but DeAndre Ayton is the fucking worst first pick I've ever seen. I hate him, bro. He sucks.
I can't speak on it because I haven't seen him play.
I'm just gonna go on record saying that I have a lot of hatred for him, cause I feel like he doesn't fucking try.
How's Chris Paul doing with them?
Good. He's definitely made that team way better. I just, like him and Devin Book,
Yeah.
great, but like DeAndre Ayton for being the number fucking 1 pick, bro.
He's a bust.
He's a bust, bro. It's like he doesn't have like heart or something. Like he doesn't wanna.
That's too bad.
You know what I mean?
That dude's like built like a machine.
He could be, but it's like he just like does the bare minimum.
He could
And
have
that's
been.
how
He
he
could have
w-
been the next Dwight Howard.
And that's how he was at U of A, bro. For that
sucks.
1 year.
That's a shame.
Like he had everything, but like you know who's doing better? Larry Markkinen.
Oh yeah, bro. He's a beast.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
This man be nodding at everything I say. I fucking love you. I have him in the corner of my eye. I just say, yeah. I mean, they're gonna be there.
That's right, baby.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Lakers and Nets?
I just watched the Nets play yesterday
Mm-hmm.
with all their 3 superstars, and they got busted by fucking Cleveland in double overtime, bro.
Oh, I seen that. Fucking Colin Sexton.
Fucking lit them up.
God.
You know,
Whoa.
I do not think the Nets are gonna make it to the finals. They'll make it to the playoffs, but they're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, they'll make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, but they are not gonna
So-
be a team like Boston.
You
They're-
think so? I'm sure you
Giannis-
think Boston or Milwaukee will be in the finals. I'm
Yeah.
sure Nets will be in the Eastern Finals. No?
Maybe. If it is, I will say that KD will be the one carrying that team.
Bro. Have you they're literally trying to get rid of Kyrie. The Nets are right now.
No way.
Yeah.
That sucks. But
He's,
he's-
kind of a head case, bro.
yeah, he's not
He's not
in a good.
in a good headspace, bro.
Yeah.
And then on the west side of things,
Just Lakers, Clips, Nuggets,
hmm
the Suns. I mean, the Suns got a,
The Suns aren't at the top,
but they're
but
still
they're
like
not
threatening.
bad. Yeah.
You don't want to see them in a short series.
hmm
Portland. I mean, Portland's always. Dude, Golden State is being. Steph Curry's stepped it up, man.
Bro,
He's playing like a monster again.
I swear if they had Clay.
It'd be a.
But still, without him, Steph is.
Yes,
I mean, Wardell.
he's back.
That's fucking Wardell Curry
God damn.
Jr.
But the Nets, bro. I mean, I'm not a fan at all of Harden. He's such
We
a.
gotta fucking ball again. I swear.
He's a fucking bitch, Harden.
Yeah, he is.
Probably
But we
because he
gotta
went to
ball again.
ASU and I think for one, there's too many egos. I mean, Kyrie is a big egomaniac. James Harden's an egomaniac, and to some degree, KD is an egomaniac. But KD is really, he's a fighter and competitor, and I think like he's the only reason why like the Nets will probably go far because he's a beast. But James Harden doesn't play fucking defense. Like, he gives up on plays. Like, he's fucking. I can't stand him, bro.
Imagine being Steve Nash.
God. It's
You're
so
like,
crazy.
goddamn.
So crazy seeing Steve Nash as a coach.
And Mike D'Antoni is the assistant coach.
I did not know.
What timeline is this?
For reals. Yo, imagine Nash coach the Suns. Who's the Suns coach?
Monty Williams. Yeah, he's great.
You guy from the commercial?
Fine.
I'm Monty Williams, and I'll give you $1,000 if you sign up for us now. Oh man.
I don't know, dude.
Hey,
But
it's a fresh jacket. I
thanks,
remember you
bro.
sent it to me,
Remember?
letting me know you bought this.
Oh, I'm about to shit on it now that you've complimented it.
Shit
This
away.
shit isn't what I thought it was gonna be. It's like a fucking tarp. I mean, can you hear this? Does that sound comfortable to you?
It does not.
Bro, it looks fresh. And it is, but it's kind of like not comfortable at all. I mean, like, imagine if I was wearing this shit in like Florida or somewhere where it's like really humid.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god, this would be so gross. Only because it's cool right now. But like, just every time I move, I feel like I'm crinkling paper, bro.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
It's so sad. I really look at feeling in my pocket, bro. Why does it feel like I'm crumpling paper? God damn. Yeah, it's a facade. Not that great. God.
Fashion.
Fashion. Hashtag fashion.
Hashtag fashion.
Bro, do you think it's time for a bang?
Bro, I think it is time. I think we're going to end on a bang.
Let's end on a bang.
Let's end on a bang.
Okay. Let's do it.
You go ahead and go first. I went first last time.
Motherfucker.
You brought it up. You said.
You know what, though? I wanted to ask you. I wanted to do a different, like, kind of, I wanted a skit, but, like, I couldn't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you tell me 3 people that influence you. And I want you to give me one reason why for each person.
All right.
And we're going to call this...
Influencers.
We're going to call this My Hero. So you got to say, My Hero, You're my hero. Tyler Hero. And you.
All right, I got you. I got
All right,
you.
3 people, and give me one reason why. Kind of elaborate.
All right.
Okay.
That I look up to, or that inspire me.
In
Yeah.
any sort of way, facet.
Alrighty.
It
Well,
doesn't have to be of all time. It could just be like right now. It could be all time.
yeah. So
Number 1.
number one will be my dad.
Shout out Gus. Shout out the big Gustavo.
Goose Man.
The Gooseman.
Coach Gus.
Coach Gus.
He just always has been my hero since day one. He's been my soccer coach and has been my creative coach. And yeah, he's just someone that taught me hard work and has always pushed me to the best of my abilities
Gave you like half of your DNA.
and has given me life along with my mom.
We love you, Gus. We really do. So much. Number 2.
Number 2 hero would be my grandmother,
Ooh, okay.
my nana,
What's her name?
Tusnelda.
What is it?
Tusnelda. Tusa.
Tusnelda?
Tus-
La Tusona?
Tusa.
Tusa.
Tusa for short.
That's on your dad's side?
Yeah, my dad's mom.
I didn't even know her name was Tusnelda.
Yeah,
Wow. How do you spell it? Is it T-U-S or T-U-Z?
I don't know. it's T-U-S.
It's
T-U-S.
N-A-N-A.
It's T-U-S.
It's Nana.
It's
Oh,
Nana.
shit.
Yeah, she's
Ah,
just been,
I love
she's
her.
a hero, man. I love her to
Mhm.
death. And, you know, she helped raise me and help guide me in everything, you know. And,
Do you remember her as a little kid?
oh, yeah.
She's still the same?
Still the same. Still the same. So, she's just a big inspiration. You know, I work hard a lot for her, you know, and share my whole life with her as much as I can.
What's like a super good memory you have as a little kid with her?
When we were little, because when I grew up with her as a little kid, I would spend well, I mean, when I was very little too, I lived there. That was my first house because my parents lived with my grandparents. But even when we got our own house, we would still stay there a lot, and we would stay there all the summers, every day. And so when monsoon season came, my nana would help me make little popsicle boats that we would put down the river. And so that was always cool.
What is a popsicle boat, bro?
Like, you know when you eat a popsicle and there's a popsicle stick?
Uh-huh.
So we would collect those. I used to, you know, eat a lot of popsicles too. I loved popsicles, ice creams. And
Boat time.
and with those sticks, we would sometimes we would even just buy bulks of those sticks, but we would just create little rafts, basically put those sticks together and make rafts with them.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cute.
I love that. Number 3.
Number 3 hero would be would say my third hero that I look up to would be this would be like a non-family member. This would be like just like a hero, never met, but big inspiration would be George Lewis. And he was like a famous art director in the 1960s. It's who Mad Men is actually based off of.
Oh, shit.
So like he's like the original Don Draper. And
Right.
but this guy is a hero to me in my eyes because he just embodies what creativity should be and believes that creativity can solve almost any problem, and I truly believe that. And this guy was the creator of so many things that still exist today that wouldn't have existed without him. And he was just a true, if he was there's superstars in the entertainment business, and if we were to equate that to him, he would be a supernova. Like, this dude is beyond a superstar within the creative industry. And yeah, I wish I could meet him. But
I love that.
those are my heroes.
I love that.
Off the top of my head. I mean,
do.
I do have a lot of heroes, and my uncles, my mom, my brothers, my best friends, Master P right here across from me. Big Will. But yeah.
I can dig it.
So your three. Preston's three heroes. Number 1, Spider-Man.
Mama, I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. You my hero. Mama taught me.
What Mama say?
Mama say, alligator's so ornery because it got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Mama's wrong again.
No, you wrong. Mama right.
No, you wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, same. My mama be my hero. Just because I wouldn't be nothing without her. Without expanding on everything. I mean, everything that I am is because of her. I'll just leave it at that. Number 2 would be probably my sister. Because my sister wasn't just a sister. She'd basically be my second mom.
Yeah.
And also everything that I am and so much that I am is like credited to her. So those two are super easy. It's like, get to know me and you'll know who my mom and my sister are. Because those are my biggest influencers. Number 3. My third hero. I want to say it's John Mayer. But he ain't done nothing for me, dog. I mean, I want to choose somebody like who's famous, but to be honest, that'd be a lie. My third hero would be my tata. And he's the only one who, out of those 3 that's not here. But he's my hero because, and it's so weird because my tata was like, he was like an older tata. Like some people have younger tatas.
Mm-hmm.
My tata was kind of like an older guy because my mom had me, when she was older. So, like, I mean, my mom would be going to elementary school. My mom she'd be picking me up, or my dad even. They'd be like, hey, your grandpa or your nana's here. And I'd be like, that's my mom, that's my dad. You know what I mean? So I would always be a little like self-conscious about that just because my parents looked older. Like,
Mm-hmm.
some people have, I know you have younger parents than me, but my tata felt like a real tata, like where he's older.
Yeah.
And so he was retired and he would take me to the batting cages, go when because I was playing baseball every year. That was the only sport I played up until high school. And I would like make all stars, and he would take me to the batting cages, home plate, the bar, put in quarters, make sure I get, or take me to the center field batting cages
Mm-hmm.
on Silver Bell, or I mean Grant, and he would be at every practice taking me. He would make sure that when I go to practice, that my leg socks, like I would have my socks up.
Yeah.
He didn't like when like people had him down. He thought it was like more appropriate or like more like a sign to have him up.
Yeah.
It's like more professional. Make sure I'm there early. He would always get me Gatorade from Fry's. He would do everything for me. He was the father figure in my life, and that it's sad that it's been so long that I almost feel like it's almost like a dream. Even though I watched him go, but he would be the father figure in my life. Totally.
Yeah.
He's like the superhero. He was a superhero, and he only wanted the best for me, and he would do everything. And it's so weird that somebody was so involved in my life like that. Also, honorable mention would be Mr. Contreras. Him and my tata could go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Contreras did everything for me. And I feel like with him, he's still alive. And I feel fucked up that I haven't, you know,
It's tough, man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a part of me doesn't want to be around because I just don't want to even be. And I love Mrs. Contreras too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're both like
They're great
my
people.
heroes. Yes, I
Yeah.
love them so much. But Mr. Contreras especially.
They're
Him
very
and my
nice.
tota are like,
Very nice
you know,
Christians.
those are the Christians I like. But dude, I mean, like, God, you know what? Actually, I'd have to do them are equal, cause my tata is gone, and I fucking love him, and it's just sad because like sometimes, when like somebody's been gone so long, you almost can't even like hear their voice. You you almost get to a point where you can't remember what they sound like.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have a lot of like recording. I don't even really have recordings of my tata, like videos or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me so sad. It's only been probably like 6 or 7 years. And then with Mr. Contreras, God, that guy, he's my hero. You know what? I would say he was maybe even like almost number one. He's my hero. The way he treated me is exactly what I would want a father to treat me like.
Yeah.
He made me feel so special. He did everything for me. He he literally did anything, and never one time was he ever mean to me, and he would literally do anything for me.
Yeah.
So between him and my tata, they're kind of like the same. Like those are the two male figures in my life that did the most, and then my mom and sister are the other two. So that would be my heroes. And it's like I really gotta put that into my head that I need to fucking reach out to Mr. Contreras.
Fuck yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? I've been too selfish, I think. But yeah, those are heroes. Those are our heroes. Bang.
Those are heroes. The Avengers.
All right, I'm gonna go call Mr. Contreras right now. Jesus.
And I think we'll end with that.
I think you gotta go. Fuck, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Those people, throughout life.
G, rest in peace. You are my number 5. I fucking love you.
Oh, God.
If you were only here.
Just one day.
He's gonna come.
One day. But, I mean, it's been a good night. And we got some dope-ass hats. You guys stay tuned for a giveaway. To our special fans, might be able to give away, might get to acquire this first edition Phases hat.
You call me Left Eye.
But you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you for listening tonight, tomorrow, in the morning, whenever you're listening to this. We appreciate you.
We love you guys
And
so much. Help us get to 60 followers.
Oh, gosh. Until next time, my people.
Faces out.
Phases out. Phases out. Later. Kaka poo poo.